Hi everyone and welcome back to today's morning report on Tuesday the 17th of May with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. Let's look at euro dollar now, and we've started to see a little bit of support coming in for the euro. Will it continue? I mean, looking at cable for example, that's strongly higher, but euro is just slightly lagging in that regard, but still forming that support at 1280 that we saw on Friday's low. Not that level has been sort of bolstered, hasn't it, a little bit over yesterday and again today. Now 1360, I'm taking that as sort of a resistance band now, because that 1330 was the old sort of that old range support that became a pivot level, and then 1360 was the support that came in as a bit of a pivot level subsequently in May. So sort of between 1330 and 1360, I think that's a pretty reasonable area of resistance now, and we're sort of into that level, and it'd be interesting to see if you sort of make traction above that, because that's also below all the moving averages as well. And all these momentum indicators have now just unwound. So the RSI back up to 60. This is a point at which you'd start to think, well, if this is going to start to get a bit of traction in a recovery, you'd want to see the RSI pushing to 70 and above 70 on the hourly. You'd want to see the MACD lines pushing above neutral. So I think it'll be interesting to see if this move does continue, or whether it starts to run out of steam, because this is a near-term sort of resistance band it's into, and whether it can continue that. Now, the thing I pointed out on the morning report was this 55-day moving average. Now, the correction in March, another one in later March, in April, and now May have all sort of found support above that level. So that would suggest 55 days, that's sort of not a million miles off sort of 2 months or so. Not a million miles off 3 months of trading. So you'd say that that is a very decent sort of medium term level to start thinking about. So if that's rising and you're trading above that, then and finding support above it, then you'd still suggest that you're in a positive medium-term outlook, and the near-term correction is probably going to be a chance to buy. So this is an interesting sort of point, I think, for euro dollar, and that support at 1280 coincides with pretty much the level of the 55-day moving average now. So I think if you started to break that down, I think you could see a retracement all the way back to the big pivot, the long-term pivot at 111 figure. But certainly, obviously, the 1213 April low would be first in line, but still I think it could be sort of the marking of the loss of the momentum in these moves higher in the last sort of 2 months. So this is I think an interesting and important support, 1280 now for the euro. So with it up at the near term band of resistance, or band of overhead supply, I think you'd call between 1330 to 1360. This is a fairly important time for the euro and the outlook in the near to medium term. So I think it is certainly one that we need to watch in the next day or so, and I think we could get more of an idea. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.